Hello there. This video will go over how to install the printer drivers for your Mac. So what you're going to want to do is open up a web browser. I have Chrome, and visit papercutselfservice.kwmemorial.com. Now you don't have to type it in like I have it with all the uppercases. I just have it that way because it's easier to show the separate words or whatever. Cool. So once you visit that site, it's going to take you to a Dropbox page. And once you're there, since this is for Macs, you'll want to go ahead and click on the Mac folder. And you'll be presented with two different files, Canon drivers and Xerox drivers. Go ahead and just click on each one. And you're going to want to do download, either download here or download here. It doesn't really matter. Just make sure you choose direct download. And you'll hit the back and go choose the other one. And download that one. Alright, once they're done, you can either go find them in your downloads folder in Finder, or like if you're using Chrome, you can just click on them from down here. And it's going to extract the drivers for you to install. Now, since this process can take a little time, I may pause the video here and there, and you'll just see that when it's just jumping around. So, the installer for both the Xerox and the Canons will require you to know your Mac login. So once you have that handy, just go ahead and type it in. And the installation itself for each driver typically takes a couple minutes each, but the overall process of adding the printers themselves is pretty simple and straightforward. I will go ahead and pause the video now, let it do its thing, and I'll be picking up here in a second. Alright, so when the Xerox driver is done, you'll see this window here. You can go ahead and just hit close. And you want to move it to trash. And then once those are done, go ahead and just run the other one. And much like with the first one, this one will also extract it, and then you can go ahead and open up the installer package. Now, since this one can also take a little bit of time, I'm going to go ahead and pause the video, and I will meet back up with you next time. Now, once it's finished, you will be greeted with this particular window. Just go ahead and hit continue and hit close, and you want to go ahead and move it all to trash. Now, once both drivers are done installing, you want to go ahead and open up your system preferences, and go to printers and scanners. And for mine, since this is my Mac test bed, it's completely blank, but some of you may not have blanks. But anyways, so you go ahead and hit the little plus here to add it. Now, there are two methods to adding printers here at Memorial. You can either go in through the Windows tab here or the Advanced tab. Now, which one you choose depends on which one shows up. So the way that we like to do it is we go into the Windows here, and we'll go ahead and click on the KW domain, and scroll all the way to the very bottom, and you're looking for KWM SRV VM01, and you go ahead and click on it. Now, when you do, it will pop up a little box asking you who you are, and what this information is this is your login to the computers and copiers here at Memorial. This is most likely going to be different from your login to your kw.com email or your mykw.com login. It's going to be different. So it's going to be KW, the slash above the enter key, and your first initial, last name, and the password will be the last 4 of your social. Now, since I'm a staff member, my password's a little bit more different than that. So once you enter it in correctly, you'll see these become populated. Let's go ahead and we'll choose downstairs color. Now for the driver, for both downstairs color and downstairs black and white, you want to go ahead and hit select software and just type in C8055. That will bring up the Xerox driver. You want to go ahead and hit add. And we'll go back through the same method, except you won't have to type in your password again. You want to go ahead and add downstairs black and white. Alright, so once those two are done, on both of them, you want to go ahead and click on one of them, hit Options and Supplies, go to Options. You want to change the finisher to Office Finisher LX, hole punch module to 2 and 3 hole punch unit. And then OK. And go ahead and move on to the next one. Office Finisher LX, hole punch, and there you go. What that does is it allows you to access the advanced features for the Xeroxes, so things like hole punching, stapling, duplex printing, and the higher quality material as well. So once we go ahead and have the Xeroxes done, we need to add the cannons. So go to Windows, KW, and upstairs black and white and upstairs color are the ones we're looking at here today. And again, just go here to choose a driver, hit select software, and for the upstairs it's 7260, and you want to do the 7260 PS. Make sure it says PS at the end of it. Go ahead and hit add, and we'll do that again for the black and white. And once again, with those two added, you want to go ahead and hit Options and Supplies for both. Go to the Options tab. Okay, so for this one, you want to do Output Options, Staple Finisher L1, External Puncher, 2/3 holes. Go ahead and hit OK. And there you are. Now, some of you may not have, under Windows and KW, you may not see the server right here. One thing you can do is wait about 5 to 10 minutes for the server to show up. However, if it does not auto-populate, what you're going to want to do is right above where the Windows is, hit right-click, Customize Toolbar, and you're going to want to drag the little advanced wheel here, up here. Go ahead and hit Done. Now once you do that, that's going to allow you to install the printers manually, effectively. And this method is one that's guaranteed to always work. However, it's a little more involved, so that's why we don't like to do it if we don't have to. So once you click on the advanced and it finishes, looking for things, just go ahead and here under Type, you want to do Windows Printer via spools. And then here you're going to type in kwm srv vm01.kw.memorial.local, and then you're going to do the slash to the left of the shift key, and here you will have to type in the full name for the printer. So downstairs black and white, for instance. And then what you want to do is left click and drag over the name, and then Control C, or I guess Command C, and Command V. Alright. Well, mistakes happen, right? So the point is, the name of the printer in this field has to match the name here in the URL. To be honest, I don't know why Mac has to be done this way, but I do know that if you don't make them match, they don't always work. So once you have the name in there, you want to go ahead and choose the driver, select the software, and this is the Xerox, so C8055, and hit OK. For this one, I'm going to put, well, so we'll add it, and we'll go ahead and continue. Okay, so this is the one that I just added. You go ahead and hit Options and Supplies like before. Make sure it's Office Finisher LX for the finisher. Hole punch module is 2 and 3 hole punch. Now, when you do it that way, if you noticed, it didn't ask for my credentials. So what you're going to have to do now is go ahead and open up. And for me, I like to use Notepad because it's generally pretty quick and easy. Everyone has Notepad installed, so I don't have to worry about whether or not you have Office or PDF or what have you, or Evernote. So here I'll just type in test print. I want to go ahead and print it. Now, under normal circumstances, when you print to it for the first time after going in through the manual method, a pop-up window will pop up asking for your authentication. Your authentication is the same as it was before. It's your username is your KW / above the enter key, first initial, last name, and your password is the last 4 of your social. Before you hit OK, make sure you click the checkbox that says remember my information. You'll hit OK, and then it'll go ahead and start printing, and you won't have to enter it again. And that's it.